Hey, everybody. Thanks for stopping by tonight. Hey, Gary. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. We'll give it a little bit of time for people to populate in. I'm sure we're going to get quite a few folks in here concerned about the tournament that starts tomorrow. I have questions, and that's what I really wanted to do this live for tonight. Was really talk about, we can talk about anything, but want to make sure we got all the questions covered on the tournament for the team tournament. A little complex, a lot of instructions. Hey, Bass Hunter, Brian Green. Thanks for stopping by. Backlash Fisherman. How are you today? Thanks for stopping by. So we'll get everybody in here and then we'll take some, turn it into questions and answers if you'd like on the tournament coming up. I thought I got pretty much all the instructions pretty clear, but there's always one or two folks that are, have concerns, or I might have missed something, and I'm more than willing to clear anything up. Hey, Russell. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. It is nice weather here in Northern Virginia. And Nick Aber, how are you, bud? Oh, Matt, nice to see you. Matt Oliver, thanks for stopping by. I don't think you're in Korea anymore. Matt, are you still in Korea? Murph Outdoors. You're in the woods elk hunting in Oregon? You're a brave man dialing in then. You still got daylight. I'd be hunting. Yeah, another Matt. Yeah, that's surprising, Brian. I've had Gary as a friend for about 30 years, and every once in a while he'll pick up a new one. Hey, James, thanks for stopping by, Murph Outdoors. Rodney, good evening. I know you're in the team tournament, if I'm not mistaken. Backlash, now you fish with, are you fishing with Patrick in this tournament coming up? So wait for that answer there. Is Matt from North Carolina? No, Matt, where are you from? Matt Oliver is in North Carolina. Yeah, he is in North Carolina now. That's right. And if not mistaken, Matt and Gary were both living in South Korea, working for the Army Corps, and did a little bit of fishing together. Oh, first time fishing is with Patrick. Hey, Kurt, thanks for stopping by. We'll give a couple more minutes. We're getting a lot of folks piling in here. Kurt, I know you're in the tournament as well. Everyone should have their participant code and instructions. If you're here tonight and don't have it, you need to let me know. I will make sure you get it tonight, but I'm 99.9999% sure I got everybody's out to them. Tim, thanks for stopping by as well. I know you're in as well. After you guys read through the instructions, was there anything out? Was there any concerns, questions that you may have a question about? Backlash, I got you, brother. That's okay though. That's part of fishing. So we'll throw that out there if anybody's got any questions. Hey, Bass Hunter, Mike Bass Hunter, not Brian Bass Hunter, the smallmouth bass champion, Shameful Outdoor smallmouth bass champion. Congratulations again. Publicly, I can say that. First of the video. Hey, Chris Shelton, thanks for stopping by. Man, when you talking about a close tournament, that smallmouth tournament came down to Mike the bass hunter had a bass larger than young Soren Dumar, man. He was tearing it up. He turned in fish after fish after fish. It was a great tournament. You stated, Tim Horton says, you stated a 3-digit. Mine only has 2. If you have a single digit like T1, T2, T3, it can be a 3rd digit. Some of them are 2-digit. Yeah, Brian, we got two bass hunters that are winners. You won the 5 bass draw, and Mike, the bass hunter, won the smallmouth tournament. Hey, Luckily Cat, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, so you may have a 2-digit if you're a single-digit number, but the 3-digit number is if for folks that are like T11, T12. I didn't have to go into the hundreds. We didn't have that many teams register, so we had 29 teams registered. My minimum was 20, so we beat that to have the tournament. So you should be good on that. If you're a bass hunter, you're a winner. Well, both of you are in this next tournament, so we'll see. We will see if a bass hunter. So Brian Green, the bass hunter, you're with Nick Aber is your partner, right? If I'm not mistaken. I got them all right in front of me, but I want to pull it up. And then Mike Bass Hunter has Mike Pendleton for Big Bait Posse as his partner. So that's going to be, you got 2 good partners there. Yeah, Nick, okay. So this is going to be a good tournament. I think it's going to be tight, but different format, right? So I hope everyone caught in the instructions. Hey, Linda, thanks for stopping by. Just driving home from dinner. Nick the Pond Hopper. Man, that pond hopper may come in handy, by the way. I hope you caught the instructions, everybody. I'm just going to state this. If you're small bass that you got to turn in the first 15 days, it doesn't count for anything for the results of the tournament. It's just your baseline to start from. So think about that when you turn in that first fish that you got to turn. Somebody, one of you or your teammate has to turn in a bass. Your team has to turn in a bass within 15 days. And that's your base fish to start from. So if it's a 14-incher, the next one has to be an inch bigger, etc., like the instruction said. Mark, what's your name? I can tell you if you and your partner got everything right here. And if you don't, I can get you in tonight. I got the whole list right in front of me. So Mark, give me your name. And yes, Brian, the first, make sure you give me your name and James Anderson. Let me look real quick. James Anderson. Sorry for the silence, guys. I'm just looking. I do not have you. So James Anderson, who's your partner? I'll get you a code tonight. James, send me an email tonight with you and your partner. I will reply to you with your code, and I'll get you signed up. Just get it out to me, and I'll reply tonight and get you your code and instructions. It'd be pretty. 29 teams total right now. We have, looks like James will be team 30. Yes, Brian, your next fish has to be 1 inch bigger, a minimum of 1 inch bigger than your small fish that you turn in. It can be 5 inches. It just has to at least be 1 inch. So, Brandon Treadway. I'm pretty sure Brandon Treadway is on the list. Hold on just a second. Let me look again. Yes. Are you james.jrtalker@gmail.com? Is that your email address? Because I got a kickback on your email. So your Brandon Treadway has your stuff. Or has your stuff. But if you'll send me an email, you are registered. You are registered. You are in. Now that I look at it. And your code is your T10. You're the 10th team in. So you're good. Just send me an email at shaneflynnoutdoors@yahoo.com, and I'll just resend it because I did get a kickback from your email. So that's why we do this on live right before the tournament. Works out good. Yeah, your second one can be 3 inches longer, right? But then if you 12 inches, you go to 15 inches, then the third has to be 16. You know, Nick, there are 29 teams so far. 29 total teams. And all over Tennessee, Florida, Georgia, Texas, Virginia. I think we got 3 teams in Virginia and 3 or 4 in Florida. Andrew, how are you? I probably did get your email, Andrew. I will look real quick. I do not see an email from you, Andrew. Resend it. Are you in the tournament? Don't see your name in the tournament. So, Andrew, if you sent me if you sent me an email to join the tournament, Andrew, resend it, and I'll get your code out to you. I thought I'd seen an email from you though. So, yep, go. Yeah, you know, here we go. We got guys West Coast, East Coast, North and South. No, Brian, I did not say that. No. Hey, I did not. I don't even know where Virginia is. I'm just messing with you. I said there are 3 teams from Virginia. Now, there's a good chance that the best team could end up being from Virginia. So, well, I will tell you, we've already had 1 team from Oregon. We've already had one. The Northern Big Bass champion came from Oregon. We'll just leave it at that. So we've got a champion in Virginia. We've got a champion in Oregon this year. Oregon, Virginia, Florida, and Indiana. Brian says Virginia is Southern Virginia. Well, I'll just say this, Brian, because you live 5 miles south of me, I'll give you that. Lindy, Lindy, I don't know if you caught my side comment on your entry. I've got $5 on you that you're going to catch the big bass for your team. Yeah, and I agree with you. Oregon's a little underrated. Catch some big fish out there. This is going to be a good one. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, Lindy, the 5 is yours. I agree with you. I haven't seen John on here. I guess he's driving. That's why I haven't seen John on here. Yeah, I mean, John or Brian, you can get in on the Lindy event for sure. Hey, Ryan, thanks for stopping by. And I thought I was right. John's driving, so I don't get to hear any smack. Andrew, I'll get you. If you send me a code to get your registered, you will get that code tonight. You'll be good. If I missed it or if it kicked back or something, I'll make sure you get it tonight. Ryan, I know I've seen your name before. Are you in our tournament? I think so. Yep, Ryan, you and Ken Hellman are a team. So, Ryan, where are you out of? What state? Oh, Lindia Bass Hunter here. I'll tell you. I'll put his Bass Hunter says I got $10 on Lindia catching a big bass. Okay, Ryan, you're out of Illinois. Hey, Patrick, Paul Man's Fishing. Thanks for stopping by. For those of you who just came in, one of the key things I want to cover tonight is if you have any questions or concerns about the rules or questions, now's the time to throw it out. If you didn't get your code, which we had one fisherman didn't get his code because his email kicked back, and I just have another one that I didn't get his email, so we're going to get him taken care of. So if you got any questions, concerns, thoughts, If you want to put $5 on Lindia to catch the big bass between her and John, that's on the table as well. And that's a joke. Maybe not. So, Patrick, congratulations on second place in the 5 bass draw, man. You came in strong at the end, man. I thought that was a really good. That was a really good tournament too. All right, now I guess John's done driving, and he says I expect $5 bills to be signed. Yes, you got to have the first fish in. I think it's what did I put in the instructions? I got it right here. Within the first 15 days, so that would be the 5th. The 5th. Yes, that's true, John. You can get 20% if you add $5 to my code. Yeah. So, and speaking of that, I got to do my shameless plug for my sponsor, Omnia Fishing. Save 15% off at Omnia if you use discount code SFO 2023. Sitting there, scrolling on the bottom. Man, they have been hooking us up with these tournaments, and they do a great job with us. And it's going to get better next year for sure. Not sure I understand the question. Then we can send others as we go, or no? Okay, I got your question, Ryan. You can send in your fish at any time on this tournament. You can cull your fish in this tournament. You can send in your biggest fish on your second fish and build backwards or build forwards. I am not putting a limit on that. So if you turn in a 12-inch bass by the 5th, 12 inches is always what I put in for it doesn't have to be 12, be any size. There's no size limit. And then you turn in a 10-pound bass that's 25 inches for your second fish, and you decide to build backwards from that fish, that's a strategy that may work for you. Okay. You don't have to turn them in any specific order. That is in my rules that I put in. So you can turn them in. I recommend my strategy would be start small and then cull out, right? Get a 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and then cull in and cull out. Because they don't have to be 1 inch exactly, have to be 1 inch minimum. Because you can go from 12 inches to 18 inches, right? And if you build in between that, that's fine. At the end of the tournament, your fish have to be a minimum of 1 inch apart. Correct, Linda. Your first fish has to be turned in by the 6th. And boy, I would recommend a small bass. I know, Linda, you don't catch small bass generally, so you should depend on John for that one. You can do that, John. You can do that. But wait, let me clarify something before I put any confusion out there. You have to turn in your first fish. If it's a 25 incher, you've got to build up from that. So don't turn in a giant bass for your first bass. Turn in a small bass. If you want to build up from your small bass or put in a large bass and build down, your strategy. You figure that out. I know, John. I couldn't help myself. I couldn't. Hey, Soren, thanks for stopping by. Congratulations, buddy, on getting second place in the smallmouth tournament. You did a great job. You did a really good job. You tied on the link, but the big bass beat you out. But really good job, Soren. John, I'll tell you what. I will fly down to Florida and give you a crisp $20 bill if you get the big bass. And then we're going fishing if I fly down there. Ryan, well, this is a good tournament to start. I mean, our tournaments are good for a first tournament. They really are. These are for fun. This is built for. I built these really towards the weekend fisherman, right? The fisherman that's out there just to have fun and learn about tournaments. We're not winning thousands and thousands of dollars. You don't have to go out and buy a $50,000 bass boat. You can fish from the bank. You can fish from your kayak. However you want to fish. That's what makes it really, really fun. one of the stories I like to tell, and I know Patrick's in here from Paw Man Fishing. Our first 5 bass draw, Patrick caught fish on his kayak. He caught fish from the bank. He fell off his kayak in the dark of the night to win that tournament. And he used all of his skill sets to win. So if you got a boat, great, a kayak or whatever, however you want to do it. If you want to go pond hopping and then get in the boat, hey, this is a good tournament to. These tournaments are really built for you to be a little bit competitive and have a little bit of fun. Now, for all of those that are new here, if you don't know John and Linda, John, you got to check out Small Water Charters. I don't have anyone with the Anchor or the Rich to give them to plug you, but check out Small Water Charters. John and Linda are great people. I love fishing with them. They're down in Florida. And we have John and Linda have fun. And matter of fact, Linda always says fishing is fun. So we have a little bit of fun with these guys. So each team needs 7 fish for each total. Yes, you have to turn in 7 fish to qualify to win. You also have to turn in 7 fish to be in the big bass running 2. 7 is the minimum. And the first fish, your small fish counts for nothing. Your big fish goes in the big fish total for a winner for the big bass. And then your 5 in the middle goes for first, second, and third to win first, second, and third for the tournament. So there's 2 ways to win. You can win for the total length for those 5 fish, or you can win the big bass pot. Right there. You're right, Russell. Anyone can win. Anyone can win. Just make sure I'm not missing any questions here. New comments. Or yes, John. That's right. Or you can win both. You can win both. And here's Mr. Confidence. Oh no, this one. Brian, the bass hunter, is saying I'm going to win both. So. Hey, Soren, I get it, right? You got school, you got obligations. One of the things that you guys I don't really talk about a lot, but we have a lot of people that do sign up for these tournaments, and a lot of people don't turn in fish. But what happens? They'll send me emails like life happens, right? I broke my hand, or my wife's sick, or whatever. It happens. These tournaments are free to enter, right? But you got to go to school. I highly recommend don't you skip school to fish in one of these tournaments. Your education is more important. Kurt's asking, how long is this tournament? The tournament starts tomorrow, and it runs for 6 weeks. The last day is 2 November. From tomorrow, 21 September, to 2 November, it is 6 weeks long. John, I get you. Shane might buy you another net. Is what it could definitely turn out that way. Yeah, that's a good point. Soren's got to go to school, so you all got a chance. Hey, James, Cranking and Yanking, thanks for stopping by. James is down in Louisiana, northwest Louisiana, if I'm not mistaken. What fish determines the tide? The big bass always determines our tiebreaker. So if this happened in our smallmouth bass tournament, Soren and Mike Kinnick, Mike the bass hunter, both had the exact same length, but Mike had a 4-pound, 12-ounce bass. That was the big one, so that was the winner. So if we get a tie on the length for first, second, and third, between first, second, and third, whoever has the largest bass wins. So if it's larger by length, I don't take the weight, because these are length first tournaments. But if it's tied on the length for the overall and tied up for the length on the big bass, I use the weight. So guys, I put that in instructions. Make sure you weigh your big bass I got a full length on a digital scale, full length picture or video. So that's how we determine ties. Brian, you're wrong. Don't skip school to be a bass hunter. And I'm just teasing, you know that. Well, now, so this is true, Soren. Here's something that once you get into the working class and got your education taken care of, you get these things called vacation days. Use them to go fishing. So definitely use those. And you take advantage of every spare minute I can to go fishing for the most part. And John from Small Water Charters, he said enough work and retire than fishes every day. Any other questions out there? We'll hang on here as long as you want to, guys. Just want to throw this out before I forget. There will not be a live next Wednesday. The next live will be on the 4th of October. I will be in Bermuda, family vacation. Me and the wife are taking a little trip, little cruise out. So there will not be a live. Please send your fish in. I will get to them as soon as I get back. You can still email me. But I won't be putting any content or anything out or doing a live while I'm out on the cruise. I thought about it, but this time, it's good to disconnect, right? I'm going to disconnect take 5 days from work and from YouTube. Get a little brain refresh. Hey, John, there you go. So if John, for Bruiser Baits, if you guys fish with Bruiser Baits, you can use SWC20 for 20% off your order at Bruiser Baits. Yeah, Bruiser Baits and Bass Addiction Gear. Give that out there. SWC20, 20% off your order at Bruiser Baits or Bass Addiction Gear. I fish before work and after work some days. Luckily, my work is 5 minutes from multiple fishing spots. Nick, that's awesome. You work real close to Mooney, right? Not far from Mooney, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, Nathan. Thanks for stopping by. Nathan and I had a good day of fishing out on Lake Lunga on Saturday, which, by the way, I'm premiering a video tomorrow night at 8:30 if you want to watch it with me and Nathan out there fishing. He's in his kayak. I was in my boat. I got on him and said, "Get over here, Nathan." And we caught quite a few fish. Actually, I think, Nathan, you did better after I left. And you tore them up after I left. But it's all good, man. It was a good day of fishing. That video will be coming out tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern time. That's a good point, John. Brian, a little bit of your honey hole, but I kind of stretched your honey hole out. It goes a long way. We'll talk about it. I won't let out the real secret, but it's not far from there. It's kind of up channel a little bit. So yeah, it did pick up. It did pick up in the afternoon. It sounded like. I thought you were close to Mooney there, Nick. So John, let me plug you again. So if you ever think about going down to Florida and you want to go out fishing, John and Lindy are guides. Lindy is Captain Lindy, and she guides on Okeechobee, crappie fishing, and other lakes for crappie fishing. And John will take you out. He runs a guide service there with Small Water Charters. And I promise you will have fun fishing with John and Lindy. It's a blast. I went out with them. You can look out on my channel and you'll see a video with me out there fishing with John Lindy. Just it was a great place to go fishing, and John Lindy are a blast. Hey, Nicole, thanks for stopping by. Lindy, our water is starting to cool down a little bit. The temperature's down in the 50s, and the bass are all funky. You might catch them one day, top water and 2 feet of water, and then the next day they're down to 15 foot of water. It's been real funky until it really cools down to about 58, 60, bass start really blowing up here in Virginia. Hey, Mark, get you an elk, buddy. Good luck out there. And we got you taken care of on the tournament. If you get if you get an elk, send me a picture. Yeah, Nathan, I'm heading out on a cruise with the wife this weekend, but I would recommend going down from where we caught all those fish. I had a little report the other day that they're moving down. All right, get some. Man, one thing I've elk hunted a few times, and we talk mostly about fishing, but you can see I'm a hunter from behind me, right? I haven't got an elk. I've got moose. I've got antelope. I've got grizzly bear, black bear, and I'm a traditional bow hunter. But the one thing I want is an elk, and I had one about 6 by 6, about 25 yards from me, on the other side of an alder tree, just blowing. And I got the fever, man. That guy was just bellowing, but he never stepped out and gave me a shot. Just, man, it's one of those things. Brian, you're gonna be out all day on Lunga? Go downstream from where you were at the other day. I'm hearing it's good stuff. I seen a lot of rain there in Florida. Matter of fact, that rain is going to turn into a depression and supposedly move up here into the Virginia and Carolinas and bring us like 3 or 4 inches of rain, which we desperately need. We desperately need the rain. What are you saying? There's an elk behind. That's not elk. That's caribou, Gary. I got a caribou. I got a whitetail. And there's my antelope. So I've got a moose. I've got black bear. I just don't have them on the wall. Okay, yeah, you know it. All right, gotcha. So there's a little group of us fishermen here and around in Virginia. We know all the spots. We share it. Not a big secret. Yeah, John. No, you don't. You need enough. You got as many deer heads as I got rods and reels, man. John's got a lot of trophies on the wall. A lot of trophies. I'm going to try to. I got that hunt this fall there in just north of Cincinnati. I'm hoping to get a nice one this year. All right. Any other questions? We still got 20 folks in here. Comments, concerns? I can tell hunting stories all night long, boy. Don't get me started. Like fishing stories. Making sure I don't miss anybody here. I forgot to put the link up. Well, John, you had just as much an opportunity to get that hunt as I did, buddy. Josh, it's not too late to get in the tournament. Hey, welcome, buddy. Send me an email tonight. I'll get you signed up. ShaneFlynnOutdoors@yahoo.com. You know it. I'll get you signed up tonight and get you a code out. Just give me yours and your partner's email address, and we'll get you signed up. And that you talking about nick of time, buddy. I was just about ready to close it down. Thanks for stopping by, bud. So, past the buoys on the flat. Yeah, I went back there and looked at it. Brian, I know what you're talking about. You're right. Yeah, Josh, give me that email. I'll take care of you, bud. We'll get you signed up. All right, folks. Well, good luck to everybody. Like I said, I will not be. There will not be a live next Wednesday. It'll be the following Wednesday, the 4th of October. I will be I'll be off the internet from Saturday till Wednesday night on a cruise ship. So if you send me something, it's not I'm not ignoring you. It's just I don't have access. I'm going to unplug for a few days. So good luck to all of you. Tomorrow it starts. And if you do have questions, I don't leave till Saturday. You can email me. if you know anybody else that that wants to sign up or forgot to sign up or something, I'll let you start late. That's fine. A lot of you are not going to start fishing this Saturday. Just give me an email and I'll get you taken care of. So, all right, folks. Thank you all for stopping by. Good luck, and we'll talk to you soon and catch a big one.